So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Just beating the play clock, Smith. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. This is Carson. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain.
They'll try to run with Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Seahawks 7, Washington 0. Jason Myers to kick off for.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And Gibson decides against bringing it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And some room to maneuver. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Hey, watch that. Check line 54. Line 54. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Smith on 1st down. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Go. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. I'm on.
Out of the gun, Smith. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. Past the 20. 10. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
Sets up first.
How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. After the interception, here's Wilson. Open is Olsen. He's got it. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Touchdown, Seattle.
2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
To throw again on 2nd down. Smith. And he'll find Gibson here complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Smith. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
1st and 10.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. Steven Sims, 40 yards. And Washington able to make this a close game again.
Obviously, Brandon, they couldn't get it all back with just 1 score, but that touchdown chips into the lead, and now it makes the comeback a little bit more manageable.
And that one makes it 14-7. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
Washington 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Around 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's now 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down now. It's Carson, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
3rd down.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Seattle.
Check 53. Check 53.
Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
53, check 53.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Jonathan Bostic coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4.
3rd and 14.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They run it with Carson. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Chase Young on.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here's Wilson to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Wilson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. On 3rd and goal, Wilson, end zone caught. Touchdown, Wilson. Seattle. Complete. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
The extra point now coming from Myers. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Seahawks 21, Washington 7.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
CD, I want to sneak in a little NFC East talk here. I don't know what to make of this division. Through 4 weeks, they are a combined 3-12-1. The Eagles would actually be the division champs right now at 1-2-1. Washington and Dallas 1-3. The Giants certainly not out of it, even though, CD, they're 0-4 right now.
Yeah, this is unbelievable when you think about it. And if we were talking soccer, we'd be talking relegation, wouldn't we? Right?
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike.
They're going to go for it. It's Smith. And he'll find Hall. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Smith. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now it's Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
That's the end of the first.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
To kick off for Seattle.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now a first down throw, it's Smith. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Smith. Open man here, Sims complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 39 yards. And Washington has made this a 1-score game.
40 extra points.
That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
First down, Seahawks.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Single receiver, single receiver. Hey, you on the line over there. Single receiver.
To throw is Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chase Young. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Hey, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
This is caught inside the 15.
Wilson's pass.
It's a big play there for Seattle. 48 yards.
48 yards.
Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
He's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
Seattle.
A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
The extra point.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now up to 14.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken about 7 yards deep.
Washington.
And Gibson decides against bringing it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave...
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. Yeah, Steven Sims Jr. He scored on the ground and through the air. And Washington able to make this a close game again.
For the extra point.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. And with that, let's look ahead. Big games coming up as we continue into October. Starts with a good one Thursday night, 3-1 Bucks, the 3-1 Chicago Bears. That's Brady versus Foles. I'm sure we'll hear plenty about that. And then Indianapolis and Cleveland, one of those teams, Charles, is going to be 4-1. What else do you have on the docket?
Yeah, well, don't forget Minnesota. They're coming off their first win. They go to Seattle, who's 4-0, and that's a Sunday nighter. And then the Chargers at New Orleans on Monday night. I think Justin Herbert having to face Tom Brady and Drew Brees in back-to-back weeks, not something you would dial up. But this kid seems up to the task. He's played well despite the fact the Chargers have struggled with their record.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
43-yard line.
On 1st down, Smith. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll move the chains.
1st and 10.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
Right here, right here. Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
From the gun, Smith. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 16. A gain of 13. It's a first down. From the red zone now, Smith. And he'll complete this to Gibson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him from...
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
That will tie the game, 28 all.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Being chased, and he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Chase Young able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, a quick target here, complete to Metcalf.
Wilson's.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. It's another first down for Seattle. They're stringing some good plays together in the passing game.
Seattle.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
Wilson.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
They'll run on first down. Carson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here's Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll toss it out to Carson. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Carson in the final minute. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
More of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready in the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Washington will take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, we're from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LREs.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out.
You. Watch my board. In your face. 54.
Now Smith. Over the middle, open is Thomas. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
56 to Mike.
Smith now to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth.
The game, 35-35.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. Taken in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have a little bit of time here to get to field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Smith. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
56. Switch up. 56 to Mike.
Smith. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
The finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. One last shot for Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Seahawks.
Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the 4th quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.